This is your brother Shamak out of the Great. This is happening worldwide. All right, and this is an example here being China. Okay, it says the company Beijing in Zeta. All right, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Salakia. All right, neurotechnology developed a brain computer interface, also known as BCI implant, called New Cyber. Okay, that has been tested on a monkey, allowing it control a robotic arm with only its thoughts. Okay, so this is like these are like the this is futuristic. You know, these are the miracles that the Bible speaks about. Okay, all right. When it refers to Revelation chapter 13, which I'm gonna grab in 1 second. All right, it says let me skip on down. It says. It says while neither the scientists or Xinhua mentioned Musk's brain chip startup, the unveiling of this new product at the annual Tech Focus Forum in Beijing highlights China's aim to catch up with Neuralink. All right, so it's basically like on competition. All right, but it's going to happen. It's happening. All right, it's bigger. It's bigger than than just simply technology. This is mentioned in the Bible. All right, that's what makes it important. That's what makes it significant. All right, because it's mentioned in the Holy Bible. All right, these scriptures were written thousands of years before these events actually took place. Okay, look, it says it says this comes after the country's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology at last year's forum classified BCI technology as an important cutting edge emerging technology. All right, and then cutting is that's a part of the implant itself. It's going to cut through your skin to be implanted into your body. All right. It says Neuralink has already implanted its brain chip in
Facts.
humans, while China has yet to begin human trials. So it's coming. All right, it's happening. Okay, expect for these things to move faster and faster, and for more countries to take part in these particular implants. Okay, so let me grab Revelation chapter 13. This is simply show that it's in the Bible. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse verse 14. Okay, so this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. It reads, "And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles." A monkey being able to control a robotic arm with only its thoughts. That's that's miracles, man. Okay, and that's what the so-called white man and this government, this infrastructure, and truly the elites are planning to do. They're looking to woo the people. All right, they're looking to looking mainly to gain full control over their spirit. Okay, through this implant. All right, just only you see the monkey was able to control a robotic arm with only its thoughts. All right, it says by the means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which he had the wound by a sword and did live. All right, that beast, this beast system, basically being the Edomite infrastructure of the European Union and NATO. All right, NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. All right, with America being a front and leader on top. All right, with Esau Edom. Okay, and shall make an image to the beast, going into the system. All right, the system of this beast. Okay, because this same system, all right, that had a wound by a sword and did live. Hey, this same system of its laws, legislation of the Roman Empire took it failed. It was taken down.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. Within the Christian eschatological framework, the figure of the Antichrist is synonymous with deception, opposition, and the ultimate test of faith. Ingratiated in biblical prophecy, the Antichrist represents the pinnacle of human rebellion against God, and his anointed, foretold to emerge in the last days as a powerful adversary. Here, we explore into the scriptural foundations of the Antichrist, examining the direct biblical references and the chilling prophecies that have shaped Christian understanding of this enigmatic figure. The term Antichrist itself, a fusion of the Greek words anti meaning against or in place of, and Christos, the anointed one, illustrates a being who opposes Christ or seeks to take his place. The Apostle John presents the most direct mentions of the Antichrist in the New Testament, stating, "Who is the liar? It is whoever denies that Jesus is the Christ." John 2:22. This passage highlights.
Now it's talking about the Christ consciousness, having a Christ-like mind. In other words, being what you are and who you are. They try to have Christ take your place. So in other words, it's you being in your place because you are God. You are all gods. Except we don't use that word because it's pagan. We are all non-ether light beings. We are all angelic beings. We are all good guys. We are all spirits that are having a human experience. And this has been an experiment. Excuse me. But the experiment is over. So keep watching. You know they're going to use certain words.
The Antichrist's defining feature, the denial of the fundamental Christian confession of Jesus as the Christ. John further warns of the presence of many antichrists, indicating that the spirit of the Antichrist was already at work. Dear children, this is the last hour, and as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, even now many antichrists have come. This is how we know it is the last hour. John 2:18. The plurality of antichrists introduces the culmination of worldly power and rebellion against God, deceiving the inhabitants of the earth through signs and demanding worship. These scriptural passages form the foundation of the Christian conceptualization of the Antichrist. Far from being a mere symbol of evil, the Antichrist is portrayed as a real and present danger, an entity of profound deception and opposition to God's plan for salvation. Through these prophecies, the faithful are alerted to the spiritual warfare that defines the present age and the age to come. While the term Antichrist is inherently Christian and does not have a direct counterpart in Jewish eschatology, the notion of opposing forces to God's plan is not absent. Jewish tradition speaks of several figures and concepts that echo the characteristics attributed to the Antichrist, albeit in a different context. Among these is the figure of Armilus, a mythical king who will arise in the end times to persecute the Jewish people, a narrative found in medieval Jewish apocalyptic literature. Described in texts such as the Sefer Zerubbabel and the Midrash Vayosha, Armilus is depicted as a leader who will deceive many, leading to a great battle against the forces of good. His characteristics and eventual downfall are reminiscent of the Christian Antichrist, embodying evil and opposition to divine will, yet within a distinctly Jewish framework.
Looking up at in the western sky, it looks like a black hole, and And when I move with this black hole, I'm going to show you it. It's this image right here. Let me flip it around. It's this right here that I did, and the title of it was, let me see it. I'm not sure the title is. I'm not sure what the dark round object is, if it's a dark planet. It's right here. Whatever that is up there in the sky, it did not move. When I moved the lens, it stayed stationary just like the sun. The other objects, like these right here, we know that these are being reflected by the sun, but when I moved the lens, that object stayed in the sky, and this stayed. It did not move. When I moved the lens, I'm going to show you about it right there. Hello. I'm going to show you about it. I've got to get to that spot where I went and moved the lens to see if it would move. And didn't move. It did not move at all. I got to get to that point in the video to where I went to move it. I got to find it, y'all. You just tuning in? I think it's like a black hole or something. There's something in the distance is what it is. I think I'm gonna pause it. I was just looking at it because I started moving the camera lens, and this stayed, but these reflections, they moved. This stayed right here along with the sun. It stayed in its greeting. It stayed in its spot. So I'm trying to get, okay, you, are we gonna watch it? We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it. I'm gonna let you see it. Watch it. So I'm moving my lens. I want you to look at that. This is wild. I'm moving my lens, and that object is not moving. It is in the sky. It's hidden in the sky. It's hidden in